Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first ever Chump Shorty. We're going to be expanding the Chumpcast into the YouTube realm, expanding on some gaming content and other things of that nature. I have a guest here with me, which he's going to be pretty much a regular on the show at this point. Reverend Rogue, Colin Arnold, in the cut here. Congratulations, first of all, as you are a new Twitch affiliate.
Yes, thank you very much, Brick, for having me. What's up, Chumpcast supporters and listeners?
How was the stream last night? Got it last night officially. You're in a Twitch affiliate.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So really to kind of break down what Brick is talking about is there's a service right now called Twitch. It is owned by Amazon, and essentially what it is, and you guys out there listening to the Chumpcast have likely heard of people like Ninja that stream video games with a video of themselves in the corner, and people watch. Hundreds of thousands of people watch. So the dream is kind of like everyone hates the 9-to-5. I'm looking to start a little side hustle here. I'm pretty good at video games, and I like to think that I can bring some entertainment to the table as well. So to become a Twitch affiliate basically means that I was able to monetize my channel. I'm allowed to have people subscribe to watch me play video games and hang out in my chat room / my community. And from there, they can also donate to the channel to help support the stream. Either way, starting to add revenue to, I guess, all of the work that I've put into it so far. So it was a bit of a process. I am ahead of my goal, so I'm happy to hear it. The stream yesterday was about 4 or so hours. I had 12 to 15 folks hanging out and got 3 new subscribers on day 1. So we're rocking and rolling over here.
That's huge. So what kind of games are you going to be streaming?
That's a great question. So I'm going to be streaming a lot of PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. That is PubG for short. And for right now, that is really where a lot of my time has been spent. Going forward, you'll see me this fall dive into probably some Red Dead Redemption, some of the new Call of Duty, as well as a new Battlefield 5.
Red Dead is going to be incredible. I'm actually super looking forward to the new Red Dead. That's the new Rockstar game that's coming out. That's more or less cowboys and Indians. Maybe less Indians, actually. More cowboys. But it's going to get a BR mode in there, and BR is actually becoming huge in the gaming industry. I want to talk a little bit about Battle Royale modes and how it's kind of evolving the gaming industry?
Yeah, absolutely. So Battle Royale has been kind of the sweeping game mode taking over video gaming industry today. It's got everybody's attention. It's new and it's fun. So Battle Royale essentially is you entering into a giant map, you and 99 other players, and the goal is to be the last one standing. So what you do is you drop into the map and you got to find yourself some equipment, and you got to try and beat all of the other players. So Battle Royale has really caught fire with games like PubG, as well as Fortnite being probably the most popular right now with the most concurrent players. So you'll see, I think, a lot more of these developers like Rockstar in Red Dead Redemption coming out with a mode like this in their games.
Oh, so this is basically the Hunger Games in a video game, correct?
Yeah, essentially so. In most of these games, you can play by yourself versus 99 folks with a partner versus 48 other 24 other partners of teams, or with a squad of 4 against 24 other squads of 4.
So what makes you think that Fortnite is not better but has a bigger player base than PUBG? Or can you explain the differences between Fortnite and PUBG?
Yeah, Fortnite and PUBG are very similar. They have almost the exact same concept, just executed differently. PUBG is going to play more like a Call of Duty style game, where the animations, the graphics, the landscapes, and the artwork is very lifelike, at least attempts to be. Guns are all very lifelike again, very similar in terms of, I would say, physics associated with the game, and jumping and bullet drop and things of that nature. Fortnite, on the other hand, takes the exact same Battle Royale concept, jump out of the plane, kill everyone else, and try to win the game. But it has somewhat of a Looney Tunes style spin on it. It's got maybe almost some saturation to the colors. They're a little more vibrant. They're a little more loud. The guns are maybe a little bit more fun. They add in some unrealistic aspects like jumping on jump pads and flipping out hang gliders, and it's definitely fun. The major difference is the building, right? You see all these videos floating around on Instagram or YouTube of people just building forts into the sky, hence the name Fortnite. And you're going to have folks be able to use resources they pick up on the ground to build structures out of thin air, which is the major difference.
What are you looking for in the next Red Dead Redemption Battle Royale? What are you eyeing in that game?
So I'd say in the next several, so in Red Dead in Call of Duty and in Battlefield 5, these are all AAA developers. These are all developers who have proven themselves time and time again. Rockstar with Grand Theft Auto, clearly the #1 video game franchise of all time. I believe Activision is coming back and doing this Call of Duty. I could be corrected on that. Might have to put in a note a little bit later on that I was right or wrong. And then EA coming in and doing Battlefield 5. All these people are very, very good at what they do. I think what I'm looking forward to most, and I think most PubG players can back me up on this, is that PubG is by a semi-indie developer. It's maybe not indie, but a smaller development company. So there are definitely some issues with it still in terms of performance, server connectivity, and just really listening to their community. I would say these AAA developers are going to listen. They're going to have a very enhanced experience when you play in terms of just general optimization of the game. And I think that that alone, combined with all the things that make these developers great, their own unique quirks, Cowboys and Indians BR is going to be awesome. It's just going to be fun. It's going to be different. And I have a feeling they're going to be able to take this game mode to the next level.
So tell me this, why do people like Battle Royale so much right now?
So I think that the Battle Royale space has gotten massive surge of popularity from a couple of things. Number one, in the 4-person squad mode, it brings people together and players together like never before. You're able to run in with a squad of your best friends and try to win this game. You've, I'm sure, all seen these videos again on YouTube and on Instagram or Twitter or wherever of these college kids surrounding each other playing Fortnite. And everybody goes nuts if they win the game. Like, it's a lot of fun. It brings fun back to video games. Think circa 2006 to 9 when you used to have buddies over playing Xbox or playing Halo or Call of Duty till 3 or 4 in the morning. It's like that, but the second component of Battle Royale is what makes it great. And I think what's going to continue to keep the popularity levels where they're at. It's the psychological component. Call of Duty, Halo, these games that we've played in the past, you can respawn in the same game. So you can run in, guns blazing, try and get as many kills or as few as you possibly can. And if you don't succeed, you respawn in 7 or 8 seconds. In a battle royale game like PlayerUnknown Battleground, you could be, fight through the first wave of folks, loot some, get to the next part of the map, do X, Y, and Z, be 25 minutes into this game, and all of a sudden get taken out with a sniper from long distance. You have no idea where they're at. All of a sudden, you're back in the lobby.
Not even that. Sometimes you're the one of the 4 people that got sniped out of nowhere. Your team cleans up the kills, and you're sitting there watching. So you don't want to be the odd man out, sitting there for the next 30 minutes, waiting for your team to win or get killed off. There's like that intensity factor.
Precisely. So I would venture to guess, if you put a heart rate monitor on me playing PlayerUnknown Battleground right now, the closer I get to end game in the top 5 situations, my heart rate would probably be in a pretty dangerously high level. I mean, it is nerve-wracking. It is highly, highly thrilling. The adrenaline rush is insane. So I would say that based on the fact that this game mode brings people together in a way that we haven't had for a pretty long time, and the combination of the psychological components and that adrenaline rush addiction, Battle Royale is likely not going to go anywhere.
You have to factor in the map as well. You'd think with only one map, you're going to get the same games over and over again, but the circle that you need to stay in changes every single time. So the last part of the map or the last battle is always different. Sometimes it's in the mountains, sometimes it's in the cities, sometimes it's in the open field. You gotta lay there.
In most of these games, what ends up happening is you drop from a plane into a very, very large map anywhere you want. There's cities, there's mountain ranges, there's different places that you can go to try to find your equipment. I think at the end of the day, what makes these things so unique is that because those maps are so big, they found a way to force players into each other, somewhat like the Hunger Games, so that they have to fight. They have to engage. They can't just hide in a bush. So what ends up happening is in most of these games, there's a blue zone or a quote unquote like poisonous gas zone that appears. And if you're not inside the safe zone, you're going to start taking damage. You're going to start getting hurt and eventually die. So these safe zones get smaller and smaller and smaller, like the Hunger Games every time. Those circles are randomly generated. They can go anywhere on the map, so every single game is going to play and feel differently.
When it comes to equipment picking up, there's also, even if you're in the center of the circle, there's always something to do because crates will drop with special weapons, and those get spicy.
Absolutely. It's a new experience every time you play it. It's frustrating, it's fun, it's exciting, it's thrilling. And overall, I feel like when you win, I don't feel more rewarded by any other video game than a Battle Royale when I win.
I couldn't agree more.
So that's all we have for now, folks. That is our Battle Royale episode 1 of the Chump short series. Keep an eye out for more on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, on Twitch. Follow ReverendRogue10 on Instagram and Twitch. You guys will see a lot more of this content getting pushed out. Please feel free, leave feedback for us. Let us know what you want to see. Any game reviews you might want us to take a look at. We're happy to dive in. We love anything and everything in the video game world.
Let's go play some PubG right now.
Hey, friggin' men. Peace.
All right, peace. Comes out.